So this the sim here is going to look rather intimidating, but I recommend getting familiar with the math. The math that runs on fluids. You can find it at Khan Academy. I recommend learning the concept of divergence, of gradients, and curl, and yeah, I think you're good. So basically, that's the math, what you can do with volumes, and it's pretty much vector calculus. So I start at Pyro, and what you can see here is I have this like times 2 times 2. This is when you're working, it's a good idea to, like, I could go times 4. And I know I can keep my track of my changes as I go. So if I don't like it, I know where I am. And so this is really important because on fluids you're going to be doing a lot of iterations. And so I had some geometry because I have some trails in here and I have some particles to go through here. And that's to generate these guys right here. I do some stuff with that. But it didn't really pan out, but I used them as sources. So on the PyroSolver, you have the pre-step, and so that's where I do the resize. And so as you can see, this is where I clamp. So I modeled my box, and I clamped it to it. And here is the PyroSolve, and there's some inputs. And the important thing on here is I animate a lot of stuff to get it looking like this. And most importantly, it's the time scale. Oh. Is it Alt-Shift-F? That's what it is. And so the time scale, we should let's create a group. You know, I had these all hooked up. And oh. And so what I do is I drag this into here and then add channels to PyroSolve. And then there we go. And so I can do that, add channels. So I highly recommend doing this. And you can see it tapers off really fast. So on the buoyancy lift, it's really high and then it goes down. And so a lot of the look, that pop and that snap, that really comes from animating these values. So as you can see, they all sort of do that. It's this kind of curve. So they have high initial values and they taper off really, really quick. And that one's not animated. Advect fuel is really key in getting this in this look, like this boiling, fiery cloud. That is advect by fuel. That's really essential. It really makes your sim it's sensitive. It really makes your sim get big. So that's key. And I did start from the shelf tool, and like you're gonna get something awesome if you plop that shelf tool down and then turn on advect fuel. It's really cool. A big part of where I was playing to get the shape is the burn rate and the fuel efficiency. And so the burn rate, that adds in, when fuel burns, it adds gas and it adds temperature. So my burn rate's really high and it multiplies against my temperature output and my gas. The fuel efficiency is low, so there's like more fuel and my fuel lasts longer. So that's why I have a prolonged fireball here. So that's what I found worked for me. I'm pretty sure there's many other ways to do that. And so that's the initial, I guess, burst, the initial explosion. We're at 5 minutes. And I guess I will go on to, these are the sources here. This isn't, obviously you just source in your stuff, right? So there's not much to talk about there. And the next stuff we'll talk about is we'll talk about what I did here. And this is some custom stuff. I'm never doing this again. I'm pretty sure I found a better way around this. Alright, thanks for watching. Oh yeah, because it's slow and it takes up memory. But it was pretty cool. And so I'm happy I did it. Alright, thanks for watching.